it's Stephanie from Oh You're Lovely, where we carry the largest selection of wood flowers in the United States. Today's tutorial, I feel like going out and about. It's beautiful here in Wisconsin, and I think it's time for another thrift store adventure. So let's go see what goodies we can find, and then we'll pick something or somethings. Hopefully the thrifting gods are with us today. And we'll, holy cow, there's a big bird in my garden. Oh, it just flew away. It almost knocked over my fountain when it took off. Sorry. All right, we're gonna get outside for a few minutes. We're gonna go drive over to the thrift store, shall we? And then we'll get to crafting. It's gonna be a fun time. Okay, so here is the game plan. I don't have one. We're at the first of potentially 2 thrift stores. We'll see what we can get. I'll show you the haul afterwards. I'm just wanting to kind of, I feel like I'm doing this all the time, just pushing myself creatively or just to make something to enjoy the process. I am lately seeming to enjoy more cottagecore kind of vibe stuff, a little bit woodland land, fairy-esque, magical, mystical forest goddess. I don't know. My style is slightly changing, and I've always been pretty eclectic, but going more in the more, like I really like to include moss in a lot of stuff and things like that. So hopefully we'll find something that we can build upon that for some sort of like home decor piece. I'm thinking for either my dining room or my living room. But I don't really know if it's gonna be a wall piece or a wreath or a centerpiece. That's up to the thrift store gods. So let's go see what we find in thrift store number 1. And yeah, should be fun. It's a beautiful day out. It's a good day for thrifting. Okay, so I found a couple things for myself and a couple things I think might work for a piece. I always forget, this is kind of funny, from the first store, it's warm enough in Wisconsin right now, so I have my tattoos in full display, and I haven't had tattoos that long. I've had them about, I think this one is about going on just a year. I think I'll have to look, but right around that time frame, give or take. So I always forget how much people like to talk about tattoos. I got, somebody stopped me and wanted to talk quite a bit about my tattoos, and then also took my name and number, so we're gonna chat at some point. She seemed like a very, very cool person, so hopefully, it always throws me off. I tend to be a very introverted person too in public, so I get awkward and weird, and so I forget that these are like a billboard to tell people to come talk to me. It's fine. I love talking about them and I love my artists. I just always forget. So, all right, we have a couple options. I'll show you the full haul once we get back into the studio. So let's go to thrift store number 2. There's more, but did somebody say thrift store haul? Guys, the thrift store gods were with us. Holy buckets. Look at all this stuff. Oh, but wait, there's more. Oh boy, there's more. Okay, so some of this is personal stuff. I think that, yep, there's a dress in there. There's some other stuff too, but I'm gonna show you everything I got, and then, quickly. I will do this quickly, and then we will decide what we're gonna craft with. So let's jump into it, shall we? Okay, so this lovely piece was $5. I don't love these blue vials, so I actually ordered new test tubes from Amazon that should be here soon. So if they come relatively soon, maybe we'll craft with this one? I don't know. Otherwise, I was even thinking you could take those tubes out and just put a bouquet in there like that. Maybe, not bad. We also got some faux flowers that I think will play really well with the wood flowers and a couple of different, I like the whimsy of them. And then there's also these two that I think are so much fun, like faux cabbage piece of that. Oh my god, like so cute. And then on top of it, this whole like ethereal kind of vibe I've got going. I think these are candle rings, but I'm thinking of a way to use them in some sort of arrangement. Even if I take them apart maybe. For $2 for 2 of them. They're just, they just have a lot of fun flow and are so pretty. All right, next box. Boy. Okay, so this is for me personally, but well, we'll probably maybe do something with it next year. I just have to remember that I have a bunny little piece in my storage for next year. So yeah, that was $6. We'll see if I remember that next year. Let's see. Most of this stuff in this box is like for my house. Again, I'm on this like very whimsical kick, so that one is a really, I like old plates. I used to have a whole wall of plates. And there's another one. Those were $4.50 a piece. Super cute. And then this is most random. Just got some broken feathers, but I don't care. I don't know what's going on with me. Cute little grandma lady took over my body, and I'm gonna just keep showing you why. Here, look at this little thing. For little trinkets. And then another little trinket holder. I'm not gonna take off the rubber band because I'll break it. I just hope it doesn't smell like Avon. And we had this autumn pasture. It is damaged down here, but again, something I collect. I do weird little vignettes. I really like this frame, even though it's busted in the corner. I'm gonna paint it white. It's got like a cute scene with sheep and stuff, little farm scene. But I think there's also flooding happening, maybe. I don't know. It's kind of cute. And then I really, again, another one to go on the gallery wall. I'm not loving that mat. I might take this out and maybe paint the mat. But I really love the little post stamp kind of size pictures in that one. Move this stuff. And I got 2 different wreaths. This one, all of the flowers are gonna come off, and they're not glued on, they're just floating, or like, yeah, they're just floating in here. So I'm gonna take that all off, and I'm gonna use the wood piece for a wreath. That might be our project today. We'll see. Yeah. I like the idea of this. The execution needed a little extra work. And then I also got this square wreath, which there's a few flowers floating in there we're gonna pull out, and then just use this as a base, a form for another wreath. Another plate. This has the word summer. There was also the winter, but they didn't have the fall and spring, so I only picked my favorite one. I didn't like the winter one as much. So that'll go up on the plate wall, mixed in with all of my other tchotchkes. A cute little sundress. That was the only thing of clothes. I got just a plug-in votive candle. This is coming up in a tutorial soon. So that's for that. You'll see. I think you'll enjoy it. then we've got, oh, these are fun. They do need to get washed. They're kind of gross. They're dirty. So I don't even want to touch them with my hands because yeah, I see either bugs or poop. I'm not sure. But we're gonna clean them. But someone took some teacups, cut them in half, and put them on plates. I've got 2 of them. Maybe that's what we'll work on after I clean them. The nasty. Nasty, nasty. We'll just put that one there. This cute little vase of some sort. It'll go on that back wall. It's got the same kind of coloring. It's from Napco, so it's not old, but it's meant to look old. This cute little guy, there was like 3 sizes if you wanted to do like a whole thing, but the other ones were really tiny. This is the largest one. So I grabbed that. I think that'll make a cute little arrangement as well. These are gonna be for an upcoming project. I like old vintage books, but these are interesting as far as this one is the United States Patents Quarterly, volume 185. It was April through June of 1975, and in the inside it was purchased at the USPS auction. And it's just patents upon patents. And then this one is, I think, Supreme Court, yeah. These are cases decided in the Supreme Court of Michigan from July 21st to November 21st, 1905. This was volume 141, second edition, Chicago. Callahan and Company was the publisher of 1906. Crazy. Very cool. I just like old books and the way they look. Again, upcoming project in the works for y'all. Either here on YouTube, probably here on YouTube. Maybe on Facebook, we'll see. And then the last thing, I don't really know what I'm gonna do with it, but it's got a little hook there. And I feel like we can make a really cute little something something to like float in there. So I'm still gonna ponder a little bit. I love the color of this. And for $2, I will come up with a project for this. So there's the haul, all of it. And I'm thinking, I think we're gonna work on the teacups. So I'm gonna go clean them up because again, they're gross. And then we'll get to creating. I've got to pull some colors from those as well. I think we're gonna do stuff with yellow. Yeah, I think so. All right, meet you back after I get those all scrubbed up. So here we have some dried lavender. We do carry seasonally different dried fillers. It's just gonna depend on the time of the season. So this was, we had this a year or 2 ago. Here is some dried baby's breath, the sage greenery. There's only 2 stems left on there, and I think I'm just gonna use 1 for each of them. And then I just picked a whole bunch of flowers from my stash of all my dyed flowers from different various dyed assortments that we had. I'm not sure though. I do kind of like those. We'll see. We'll see how this all pulls together. I kind of tried to pull the colors from here, but doing my own thing at the same time. So let's pull it all together and see how it goes. This is way too many flowers though for these little cups, I think. I think I might have grabbed too many flowers. So what I think we're gonna do is, well, what I know we're gonna do, not think, while the good old Betty starts warming up so we can stem up the flowers, let's work with the greenery first and get our base down. Both of the cups now have floral foam in them as well to make that easier for arranging. I might need some more sage filler, we'll see. Actually, you know what? I think we can get away with clipping it in multiple places. I think so. I do. That one's a little shorter, but we'll see what happens. Should be able to still get it in there. And then I just found this one randomly. I think this was from either the hanging one or a garland, because it's per frappe. Oh, here goes nothing. Oh my gosh. It's just so cute with the greenery as is. Now I don't want these to be completely matchy-matchy. We're gonna use the same type of materials, but different placements, things like that, because I'm thinking when they're hanging, they'll be like, you know, either they'll be right next to each other, or maybe I'm gonna, in the gallery wall, put them in different spots. I'm not sure. I won't know until I finish the gallery wall where I want them to live. Right now I'm still in the process of collecting things for said gallery wall. Much to my husband's dismay. There's all these pictures and little odd art pieces floating around right now as I'm building up a nice collection for the gallery wall. Once I have enough stuff to at least start, then I'll start getting things hung, and then we'll fill in gaps when I find new pieces. But I like to start with a decent amount of stuff already so I can see the vision come into life, so to speak. Oh my gosh, this little baby's breath is so freaking whimsical. I love it. I do need it to actually get into the floral foam. Come on now. That didn't happen. I broke it. There we go. Now with any kind of dried filler, especially that has flowers on it, just know that certain little buds of the flowers will fall off. There's not really much you can do when you start working with them. Flowers may come off, and that's completely fine. As long as you're enjoying the process, that's all I care about. Creativity should be fun and not stressful. It also, for me, is a form of therapy. And not that it has to be for you too, but if it is, big, huge stinking bonus, right? I don't know if craft supplies are cheaper than therapy, but I'm willing to find out. I do see a therapist though. I double whammy it. Okay, here we go. Those just so cute as is. But Betty is warmed up, so I'm gonna stem some flowers and let's get some flowers in these. Hear me out. I wanna try something. I have leftover of the stems from the lavender in particular, and they're pretty sturdy stems to get into the floral foam, which is what I care about the most when it comes to using natural kind of stems. What I think we're gonna try, I'm going to grab a bamboo skewer that has the little pointed tip, and I'm going to put a hole in my flower. So it's gonna be a little bit bigger than what I would normally do with a actual wire stem. Then I'm gonna put some glue on my lavender stem, and I'm gonna put it in there. So now we have a more natural stem. Now the one not so great thing about this I just thought of is if it's on a wire stem and we want to make the flower face outward instead of upward, you're not gonna be able to do that with one of these. You're at the mercy of wherever the bend of that is. So just to kind of, it's either it's gonna go in there like that, or you're able to put it in like that. So maybe I should just do wire stems. Or, see, this is where the fun comes in. Or we take a flower and instead of stemming it at the bottom base, we're gonna go in, these have a decent tail. I'm gonna put a hole in on the side. Wiggle that in a little bit. And now we have a flower on its side. I have some decisions to make. I think we'll do a mix of them. I think that's what we're gonna do. All right, I'm gonna do this off camera, get it all done, and then we will get them all into the little teacups. All right, flowers are all stemmed. Some are on the natural stem, some are wired stemmed. Let's get to making this. I'm thinking we're gonna do one of each of these in here. I really don't know what I'm doing. I just know these are so big. I went with a lot of bigger flowers than what I normally do, which is interesting, even to me. Okay, fun. Okay. I gotta remember too, they're gonna be like on a wall. So we wanna make sure keeping that in our minds too. I can't believe too, this lavender, like I had said, is a couple years old in my stash. It's still, I can still smell the lavender. Holy buckets, can I ever. Absolutely amazing. Good job, good job, good job. I was like, yay, it didn't break. So this one, I don't like how the shape is, so we're gonna play around with it. But this is kind of where we're at the moment. We're just starting over, guys. We're just starting over. We'll keep our 3 set. Goodness gracious. All right, let's pick them up right side up and you can take a look at them in all their glory. Okay, so I feel like I could probably go back in and add a little bit more, like a couple more sprigs of lavender and baby's breath. I think I might have to do that. Oh, also these were already whoever made them and then donated them, added little hooks to the back, so that was super cute of them as well. Oh my gosh, how cute. I feel like we did we do a video tutorial? I'm pretty sure we did, on how to cut cups like this so you can cut them in half. I feel like, I know I did at one point film it. I'm pretty sure it's a YouTube tutorial. Maybe. If not, maybe we can do that again. I did it a couple summers ago with the help of my husband. But I was just more obsessed with the cup, less with the plate itself. But now I'm like, this is just genius. It's so cute. So I'm gonna add a little bit more filler off camera before I put them up on my wall, when I finally put them up on my wall. But this was a good thrift store find. What can I say? So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you would like to see more thrift store hauls, like is this a series in the making? Maybe. Let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed it. And if you'd like to see more tutorials kind of like this, where we just find something and make something with it. On the cusp, because I didn't really have, like I picked the colors for the flowers in the middle of this filming. I didn't think anything through. That's how I like to roll with these kind of challenges. So if you like it, let me know down below. And if you don't, you can also let me know down below. Just do so in a nice, kind manner, so not to make me cry in a corner late at night. Thank you, I appreciate you. All right, you guys, if you're interested in finding out more about Oh You're Lovely, the 150 style Sola wood flowers we carry, the craft supplies, the greenery, all of it, go over to ohyourlovely.com, but before you do, let me give you something. Use the code YouTube30 to get 30% off your first order. You guys, I had so much fun. I hope you did as well. I will see you next week for another tutorial. I'm Stephanie from Oh You're Lovely, and you, my friends, are absolutely lovely. Bye, guys.